Remember the story we did, I think it was last year, about the Kansas man who robbed a bank and told police that he was hoping to get caught so he would get prison time to escape his bitchy wife?
Right.
Well, in a severe and extreme case of irony, Lawrence John Ripple, named after the wine, was sentenced Tuesday to 6 months of home confinement.
Oh, man.
Ripple handed a note to a bank teller in a Kansas City bank demanding cash and warning that he has a gun, see, and I'm not afraid to use it. He took the money, which totaled about $2,924, and then sat in the lobby of the very same bank where he told cops who arrived to investigate that he was the guy they were looking for. An FBI agent wrote in the affidavit that Ripple had earlier been arguing with his wife. He told investigators that he wrote the holdup note in front of his wife, telling her that he would rather be in jail than at home with her bitching at him all the time.
Oh, my God.
And now he's sentenced to 6 months of home confinement.
God damn.
I couldn't have written a better script myself.
Judge has a sense of humor.
Exactly. Now let's go over this again. If you're gonna steal a vehicle with a manual transmission, don't do it if you don't know how to operate a stick shift.
Right.
I mean, how many times has this happened?
A lot.
A Pinson, Alabama man is behind bars after leading sheriff deputies on a low-speed chase in a stolen delivery truck early yesterday morning around 4:30 a.m. The driver, identified as 29-year-old Randy Dwayne Vert, refused to stop and continued driving even though he was only going about 20 miles an hour because he couldn't figure out how to shift out of first gear.
Oh, Lord.
Cops were right on his tail. Sirens blared. Bert was apparently unfamiliar with the complexities of a manual transmission and was unable to get the truck out of first gear.
Wow.
He got it going all right, John P. Deputies followed the truck along I-59 South where the transmission eventually burned out and the truck stopped. Bert was removed from the truck and arrested. He later said he'd never even seen a stick shift before.
Oh, man.
He'd never even seen one.
How old is this guy?
29.
Yeah, wow.
He's a millennial.
Yeah.
I've never seen a stick shift, dude. I'm too busy on Instagram.
Right. Here's Yancella Stanley. Now, she was going through customs following her JetBlue flight from San Lucia to New York, and all was going well until an agent noticed something a little odd about the back seat cushion of her wheelchair.
Yeah.
A drug-sniffing dog was brought in and verified that something was definitely amiss. It turns out that the lovely Yancella had stuffed about 27 pounds of cocaine into that wheelchair cushion. Pretty impressive. By the way, that would have had a street value of around $468,000.
Damn.
He had another innovative drug smuggling plot foiled by some dogs.
The drug-sniffing dog. You think drug-sniffing dogs make fun of bomb-sniffing dogs because they got a better job?
Probably. And she probably thought, hey, no one's going to bother me in a wheelchair.
Hey, they'll feel sorry for me because I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah. And here's one maybe you missed, and this happened near us. Police in near Waco said they received a tip from a concerned neighbor that a house was being robbed. Well, when they arrived, they found a man and a woman taking lollipops from a home. Now these lollipops were molded into shapes like Batman and characters from Star Wars, and they were also laced with meth. It turns out that these meth lollipops contained about $1 million worth of the drugs.
Wow.
The couple tried to steal so many, in fact, they couldn't close the back of their hatch of their car. So I guess you have to know your limitations, I guess.
Now, before I do this story, you're going to think I'm making this up. But I'm not. And if this turns out not to be true, I don't want to know because it's too good.
Okay.
A 25-year-old Gulfport, Mississippi woman was sunbathing in the nude on a deserted beach when a blue crab came out of the water looking for food and pinched her vagina with its claws, thinking he was grabbing an oyster.
Oh,
How did you know what he
man.
was thinking?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he thought it was. That's what a wildlife expert. Let me explain. The woman and two of her friends often say they get naked on that particular beach when no one else is around in order to get a full body tan.
Okay, I can understand.
Well, while the victim was laying there in the nude with her eyes closed, apparently spread eagle, the blue crab came out of the water looking for food. And there's a picture of an oyster, and I can see how the mistake was made. Stop laughing, Randy. Since oysters are a part of a crab's natural diet, the crustacean thought the woman's vajayjay looked like something to eat and clamped down on it. Naturally, she screamed and alerted her friends, who came running over to see the woman writhing in pain. They very delicately removed the crab from her promised land and provided immediate first aid until medical help could arrive. Now, you'd think it couldn't get any better, but it can. The two friends of the woman later told reporters they thought the crab's pinchers might be poisonous.
Come on.
What do you do
now.
when somebody's bit by a poisonous snake?
You bite it.
No.
Oh, you
Suck it.
pee on it?
No.
No.
They took turns trying to suck out the venom
Oh,
from the wound.
my God.
Dude, you gotta
No.
be lying.
I am not lying. Read
No,
the damn story.
no. Oh,
The
my
woman was
God.
treated for the bite and is expected to make a full recovery with minimal scarring from the incident, thanks to the quick actions of her friend.
Yeah.
However, some experts say the psychological impact from being bitten on the genitals by a crab is likely to last for some time.
Really?
Now, see, I'm not lying, am I?
Well, you're not lying, but I've never heard of the weekendherald.com.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Fake news, man.
No, it's not. Who are you, Donald Trump?
Did no one saw the crab coming?
No.
And its eyes went, ooh, wait a minute.
Move on, fellas. Move on.
Hey, I just report the news, man. That's my damn job. Makes you think twice before you sunbathe naked on the beach with crabs around.
Saying that if you donate a pint of blood next week, that blood could help save that poor woman.
Save that woman who probably has experienced a little bit of bleeding.
How you do that, Jimmy?
Blood drive is going to happen on Monday, and we're going to be at Billy